Tuesday Hoops. Up next, it's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Los Angeles, Dallas, up next.
There you see former NBA MVP Dirk Nowitzki as he arrived earlier this afternoon. It's the Lakers in a Western Conference matchup. We are inside the American Airlines Center, live from Dallas, Texas. It's Mavericks basketball. Glad you could be with us for this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now the Lakers starting group. Pau Gasol is out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young. Then it's Nash and Kobe. And for Dallas, Marion and Dirk make up the forwards. Ellis is out there with Calderon and D'Alembert. One thing you like about the Lakers, this is a team that not only Clark is a solid team at home, but they are just as terrific on the road.
Well, 23 road wins is a good mark, Kevin, but they won 29 the year before, so they did go a step back. But nonetheless, when you've got the kind of championship pedigree that this team has, you're not so much worried about what your numbers say as much as you are about how healthy you are and what level are we playing at when it's time to go in the postseason.
Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Kevin, when Steve Nash left the Mavericks back in 2004, a big reason was the Mavericks thought that his, quote, kamikaze spirit would wear him down physically. Nash said, "There was a time when that bothered me, but I don't feel like I have to answer to that anymore. I want to play every game, but now it's just wanting to be out there helping my team. Our training staff does a great job of keeping me healthy. And guys, at age 36, he's still going strong."
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris. For the Lakers, Clark, on the road, I'd say it was a relative step back, and I'm agreeing with you on that point. You've got to guard home court.
Yep.
And then I guess you just say, just give me a winning record on the road.
Oh, yeah, exactly, because you look across the league, typically you're only going to have, 6, 7 teams, maybe 8 that have significant road winning records. So clearly anytime you're above 500 on the road and you do a good job at home, then you feel like you've got a chance to make a run in the playoffs.
And the elite teams, the old Chicago Bulls with MJ, Kobe's and Shaq's Lakers, I mean, we've had some anomalies over the years.
Yeah.
But a winning record on the road is, I think, a victory unto its own, even if it's a game over 500 away from home.
Exactly, I agree wholeheartedly. And again, another point just to piggyback on what you said with the elite team, they always know that if they're healthy, they can get it done on the road in the playoffs.
Here's Ellis. Jump off pass. Calderon kicks to Nowitzki. From 7, and Calderon gets it to go on the assist by Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki in his 13th season in the NBA, the former MVP, and last season, Clark, 25 points per game, good for number 7 in the NBA.
You know what? I'm not sure it's even a debate anymore, Kevin. Nowitzki is clearly the best shooting 7-footer the league has ever seen.
I agree with you. Now Calderon, following the miss by Nash from deep. Nowitzki, no good.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
For 3, Kobe. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Ellis. Here's D'Alembert. Connects from in close.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Calderon against Nash. Drains it for 3. Nash has got 5 points so far. Here is Calderon. 29 seconds left in the first. Defended by Nash. Pass to Ellis. Here's Nowitzki. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. Lakers trail by 6. And Young kicks to Nash. From deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Lets loose for 3, and that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. In our first quarter of play over, some good numbers on the board so far. Mavericks lead by 3.
Kevin, their offense has been flowing right from the get-go. It's been fun to watch.
It's more NBA coming your way. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. Here's Harris. You hate to say it so often, but it is what it is. Another early exit in the playoffs last year for these Mavericks. They spent so much money. Another disappointment for them.
You know what? It just shows you how difficult it is to have postseason success, Kevin. It's really hard. Teams like the Lakers and Celtics have made it look easy in the past, but it's a difficult thing to do. I mean, heck, that's those teams are good, the Mavericks, but they run into teams that typically are able to have their numbers. They look great on paper, have a great regular season, but then in the postseason, the matchups get the best of them.
So with Gasol on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. They've got Kobe, Nash out there with Johnson. Then there's Chris Kaman. He can't complete the three-point play. You know, you were talking about Dallas in the postseason. How do you lose the label of being soft in the playoffs? I mean, what can they do, Clark? You mentioned the word matchups, and that's what the playoffs are, matchups. But when you're labeled soft, that's a team label.
Yeah. And sometimes I think that can be unfair.
Yeah.
I think the Mavericks have been more of a finesse team, but in recent years they have shown some physicality as well. And sometimes your physicality just doesn't match up to your opponents. That doesn't mean you're soft. That just means you may not have as much as the team you're facing.
The Lakers in the lead. It's stolen by Harris. Carter outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Nash outside. Rebounded by Devin Harris. And so here is Dallas, and he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
And Los Angeles turns it over.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallenberg. Ellington comes in for Monte Ellis. And it's Calderon in for Devin Harris. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Ellington. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. One thing you always take a look at is trends from year to year, Clark. And for the Mavericks, they won 28 at home last season. Now, that number was down from their 09 total when they won an incredible 32 games.
But they won more games overall, Kevin, which shows you that this is a team that has no problem taking care of business on the road.
Here's Gasol. And he makes the basket. So one free throw coming up as he'll try to make it a three-point play. Gasol, no good on the free throw. The Mavericks trailing. Calderon passes to Carter. Rips it down.
What a hard-fought game. They're trading baskets, trading elbows, trading attitude. It's a battle.
Here's Farmar. We'll see what the coach has drawn up. Will they opt for the quick shot? Kobe. The tray. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Gets it to go. Here's Farmar. 25 seconds left in the second. Gasol, defended by Nowitzki. Got the bucket and the foul.
Oh, what a great look to get it inside. That's the way to find him when he's ready to score.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dewan Blair, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Marion comes in for Vince Carter. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Wayne Ellington. The Lakers making a switch here. That free throw good from Gasol. Here is Calderon.
Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Guarded by Blake. Now Calderon takes it up, and that drops in off the glass for 2. He has 6.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go with Jose Calderon. And so we wrap up the first half.
Checking out the game Jose Calderon is having. He's got 6 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Maverick.
It's the HP Halftime Show. Out at American Airlines Center, the action has been good. For the
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway. The game tooth and nail so far through the first half. Here is Calderon. He has 6. Marion and Dirk make up the forwards. Dallas is out there with Calderon and Dallenberg. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The 3. Dallas can't get it to go. The Lakers trail. You know, one of the stories last season, Clark, in the playoffs for the Lakers was after that early scare to the Thunder of Oklahoma City in the first round, the Lakers really turned it up in the playoffs. In fact, it was that Game 5. They kind of rebooted. They kind of found themselves.
Yeah, they certainly did. Sometimes you have to have your back against the wall. You've got to go through that crucible of almost losing an important game in the playoffs to be able to get your second win and to gain that extra wave of confidence. And that's kind of what happened with the Lakers. I mean, anytime you face a team like the Thunder that has the leading scorer in the league in Kevin Durant, you know it's not going to be easy. And the Lakers saw that to be true, and yet they were able to work through that.
Thunder had those young legs.
And a lot of confidence.
Yes.
And an unbelievable building.
Yeah, they didn't blink. They did not blink.
Not at all. They were relishing the opportunity, thrilled to be in the playoffs, but they felt like they could beat, not only play with the Lakers, they felt like they could beat the Lakers, Kevin.
For 3, Kobe can't get it to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the...
Oh! Boy, he can produce some rim rattlers, Kevin. This guy can fly.
Well, the whole building, Clark, knows what's going to happen when he goes up. Here's Nash. He's got 8. 1:39 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Kobe, guarded by Marion. Shoots from 12. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Well, he's had a tough time shooting the ball today. His percentage has been way down compared to what he normally does. I think that's a big reason that they're down.
Goes up with authority. Here's Ellis. 5 points in the game. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallas. Blair comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Here's Marion. Dumps it off. Throws it up. Tried to convert on the alley-oop, but snatched away.
Good anticipation for the steal.
Here's Nash. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. And some changes here for the Lakers. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Kobe. And it's Farmar in for Steve Nash. Here is Calderon. He has 6. Defended by Young. Here's Marion. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Marion's got his second bucket.
An ideal time to go 2 for 1. Every possession counts.
Gasol with it. He's got 7, and he lays that one up and in. Gasol's got 9.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
And here's Calderon. Here's Blair. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
Throws it up. Pau Gasol again. He's got 11.
You know what? If you're on defense, that's a shot you can live with.
Here's Calderon. Chris Kaman pulls it in.
Well, he faded away on it for no good reason. He shouldn't have made that shot harder than it had to be.
Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? Look at Jose Calderon. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, not flashy numbers.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, our Spartan Award goes to the Dallas Mavericks. Just from a team effort standpoint, you can tell they're giving it everything they've got, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
It's after 12 club like a high beat. A beehive cause now everybody's open around me. Could it be the way that the verses sound thing came up on the ghetto boards and the underground king? Toys I had a wrong calling printed round things.
Here's Nash. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Nick Young is out there with Nash. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Johnson and Hill. Here's Nash. Knocks down the open jumper.
You know, there isn't much that the defense can do to stop them in this half, Kevin. I mean, they're scoring with relative ease. Everything is flowing nicely. The ball movement, the player movement, the passes are right in the shooting pocket. I mean, that's excellent offense.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Kobe. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
When you take a leaner like that, a difficult shot, it's going to hurt your chances, no matter which way you cut it.
Harris kicks to Dallenberg. Here's Ellington. Jump shot is good that time. Here are the Lakers. There's Nash with the three. Nash with another miss.
They need to make the most of every possession. And desperation threes like that simply won't get it done.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot by Marion, no good.
Well, he was wide open for a reason. The D was just begging for him to attempt that shot.
Here's Kobe. Over right. Shot's good by Kobe.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 2. 1:30 left in the fourth. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He told them, we can't quit now, guys. We're going to find a way to win this thing. Our fans are pulling for us. Our families are as well. We're going to make them proud. Let's go out there and show them exactly what we're made of.
Both teams will make substitutions. Takes it up.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Devin Harris covering. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Ellis. Goes up. It's in.
Great awareness makes him a dangerous threat every time down the floor.
And the Lakers call time here. The score is tied at 31. 1:01 left in the game. Jose Calderon, who's checked in for Dallas. The Lakers also changing it up. Young's checked in.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Less than 1 minute left.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Sinks the first one, and that brings them within 2. And so he hits both. Here's Nash. 50 seconds left to the fourth. DeBryant fires the three, and another three for the Lakers.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
Now Calderon. Defended by Nash. Pass to Ellis. Outside Carter. Dallas, no good that time either. And so there's the intentional foul. They still got to foul him for a second time to get into the penalty and send him to the strike.
They needed to take that foul to stop the clock. That clock is not their friend at this stage in the game.
Here's Nash. And so they'll try to extend the game with the intentional foul here.
Well, they had the foul, but he's not the guy you want at the line. He's just about automatic from the charity stripe.
Gets the first. That puts them up by 5. Off on the second. Here's Dallenberg to the inside. Stolen away. Kaman kicks it over to Nash. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Jose Calderon. A Hail Mary from full court. Missed. And so the Lakers take the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Steve Nash.